Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Robert Kelly, aka the dude, aka the king of Zoom. Make sure you go to patreon.com/Robert Kelly and sign up over there, because every week we put a show, an extra show. Friday show, only Patreon. We also let you watch all the shows live. YKWD live, all the Calter and Kelly's live, unedited, all go on the Patreon. And you also get the 10-minute extra YKWD. $5 get you in the door, and you're gonna love it. So make sure you go over there, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. And here's another little thing I want you to do. If you like this content we're putting up, subscribe and like. That's it. Just hit the little button, subscribe, so you know when we got a new show out, and then like it so we know you like what we're doing. Okay, that's it. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly. Subscribe and like. Now enjoy the show. I want to tell you about a amazing company that me and my wife found. We've been going to New Hampshire for the last 30 years, vacationing, and we love it up there. We've been renting, and we've been a guest, and we've always wanted to own, but we couldn't afford it. It was just out of our reach until we found Tiny Homes of Maine. This company is amazing. It's a husband and wife. It's a family-owned business, and they make the most amazing tiny homes on the market. They're built to withstand Maine winters, and they look amazing. They're fully customizable, and they have 3 different sizes. You should check them out. If you're thinking about, having a second home, or maybe downsizing, or, just having an office, go tiny and go to Tiny Homes of Maine. The company is amazing, and they help you every single step of the way, from finding the right one for you, from making it from the ground up, and to finding about the laws in your area and financing. You couldn't go with a more amazing company and a more amazing family than Tiny Homes of Maine. Yeah, baby, we're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You know what, dude? Live. Welcome, everybody, to the show. YKWD. I started social media and podcasting. The fact, the YKWD podcast. YKWD's back again. Old school, back in the day, where it all started, before them all. YKWD's podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules. Shut up. You're ruining this. Where's the propaganda, man? Sorry, it's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR. That's what this podcast does. Is there any better show? This is the original. You know what, dude? What's up? That's right. The podcast. What's happening, everybody? Robert Kelly here. You know what, dude? Podcast back again. Was it 13 years in a row every week? I don't think I've ever taken a goddamn week off. The hardest working fucking man in podcasting. Started it before everybody. Am I as successful as everybody? Absolutely not. But it doesn't matter, because I fucking have passion for this. I'm not doing this for success. Obviously. Thank God. I want to say, what we got? Speaking of not doing it for success.
What the fuck are you wearing? A polo? Oh. What is that shirt? That shirt.
Here we go.
This morning with one flower.
Andrew, I'm gonna yell at you right now.
Why?
Zoom the camera in. I don't want to see your success. Zoom the camera in.
You're so far away.
Dumb producer. Yeah. Zoom I don't want to see the paintings of you and the backdrops.
What are they using?
I like to see it, Andrew. I like when a young buck like you does well.
Thank you. Tell that cocksucker to get a trash can and put that thing on a trash can. I want your face. I don't want your fucking Miami successful. Look at all the shit I got that I don't care.
Hold on. What about this? Hold on. We're gonna switch it out. We're gonna give some good shit.
Who's that kid? Who's that guy? Which one's that?
Like media, bro.
All right. What's up, dude? How you doing, Bubba?
Well, that's the dude that's always with him with the camera. That dude's cool.
Shut up. Boss, he's not
100 years old.
We got to get this out of the way. He's not going He's not going to bring you down to Miami. It's not happening.
I don't want to
Okay?
go to Miami. You're dressed for Miami.
That's right. I'm wearing my Schulz. All right, now if you cross your legs, I'm going to hang up. That's all I'm going to say.
And if you call him fucking Schultz again, like you're some fucking club owner, shut your mouth. His name is Andrew, not Schultz. You fucking fly by night fucking go out.
Listen, you had it. You had it with the Schultz. I was laughing, but then you just went too far.
He doesn't care. He took a phone call.
You know what? Can you get him out of the chat, please, while he's on the phone? Get him, Mush. Get him out.
My roofer's coming in 5 minutes, and then I'll hop off and come back on.
Yeah. All right, listen.
All right, give me one
So you good?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Sorry, guys.
Where's he go?
Sorry, Bobby.
Sorry, Bobby.
Why is Andrew Schultz sitting like a lesbian? Oh,
Listen.
Yeah,
Listen.
we're good.
I'm going to run, but I'm going to come back. Hopefully, the roofer will give me an estimate by the time this is over.
Okay. All right. Come back. Hurry up.
Boss,
Come
where
back.
you going? You're not going anywhere.
I got major
Coming back.
a leak in my ceiling that fucked up my living room, so I got this roofer coming over.
He's got mold in his house.
I'm sorry, man.
That's all right.
He's got mold.
It's no big deal. You know, when you're a fucking headliner, you got to deal with shit like this.
Yeah, you gotta take care of responsibilities, bro.
Yeah, I know.
This is why I hate all these guys that are successful right now, because they're not even. He just said, "Yeah, man, you got to do your thing." He's like, Schultz is even fucking respecting Voss. This is killing me. Go.
Well,
Go, Voss.
let me
I
tell you.
always respect Voss. I'm Voss's biggest fan.
Yeah, and Bobby's my biggest podcaster.
Yeah, why don't you help him instead of me? How's that? Why don't you- Huh?
I tried to help him. I made him get a new sweatshirt. I remember when you were wearing that fake champion sweatshirt. Remember you got that fucking Wuhan Nike shit over at the cellar, and I ripped it off because I knew it. You were wearing fake discount.
No, that shit was real. They gave me a new one. It was real, but it was peeling. That's all.
It's not real. Voss, Champion does not make peelable sweatshirts.
You bought a champion sticker, you cheap fuck.
No, let me explain something to you about this boss. I could take you through my fucking wardrobe, and you'll see nothing but real shit in my wardrobe. Okay. I don't have a dude following me with a camera to my wardrobe. I pick my own wardrobe. I don't have some guy in the morning go, wear this, Andy. All right? I pick my own shit. I don't, that's what his cameraman calls him in the morning when he's dressing him. What would you like today, Andy?
That's my fiance. That's my fiance. Hey, Bobby, we smoking sticks? I got some sticks for the.
I got a fat one too. Listen. All right, listen, Schultz. Andy, that's fucking funny. He bought this house in Jersey, which is beautiful, because he was in a fucking townhouse for years. Which, he would say, I got a house. No, you don't. Your fucking wall connects to your neighbor's bedroom. You can hear each other. That's not a house.
Yeah.
A house is when you have land and you're not touching anybody.
Right.
And you have a bigger apartment than most. But he finally got a beautiful house out in Jersey, and the poor dude had water damage and it had black mold. And now they're gonna fucking come in and fix it. Yeah, it's a nightmare. But anyways, fuck all that. He's 63. He's got a couple years left. Who cares?
Right.
Hold on. Who dies first?
I tell you, right, between me and him.
No, between all you guys. Like,
wow, that question was already answered. That was and the who dies second was almost answered twice. But,
yeah, sorry about that. That's my fault.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the funny thing is someone asked me, how do you feel about all these young bucks with all this success and all the stuff that's going on? And back then when you guys were popping, there really wasn't the way to make money. You had to be given money from the networks. They had to say yes. And now that you don't have to ask for permission anymore to be successful. And I was like, dude, look, I'm happy. Okay, it's done. I'm one friend's dead. The other one had a stroke. The other one had a heart attack. The other one has fucking mold in the ceiling. The other one, I don't know what the fuck he's doing, who he's with. I don't know where he is. We haven't seen Norton in months.
He's underground.
I think he's back on the mothership. And you know, and I'm you know, like Billy Burr said, I'm eating my way out of this business. Our time is over, Schulz. It's done.
It's over? You think it's a wrap?
Listen, dude, I don't want to hear any of your fucking advice on Instagram or how to do stories correctly. Or, hey, Bobby, what you got to do is you got to do on Wednesdays at 9:32. You got to put a story for a year. And that's how I don't want to hear it. It's not going to happen. I could literally follow you around and do everything you said for 6 months and I'd still be here. Okay. So it's not going to happen. But congratulations to you. I really am very happy.
Thank you.
I don't understand what you did though. What are you doing? You're in New York. You open a big studio.
Yeah.
Right. And we're all like, what the fuck? You start putting these things out to turn the sideways thing, which I mean, infuriated me that you went, hey, because to be honest, you get me. You're like, hey, dude, you want to know what's going on with this? And I'm like, yeah, dude, tell me. Turn your phone sideways. Fucking cunt. Right? So anyways, because you bitched me into doing something, which I'm from Boston. I don't like, you know what I mean? Anyways. And then you had this thing. I'm like, holy shit, it's great.
You just looked at him like this, so you didn't do it. Like, fuck this guy.
I got a fucking bad neck because of you. But and then you're like, I mean, you're the guy who everybody's like, you don't have to ask anymore. You fucking do it. Fuck them. And then all of a sudden Netflix flies in. You're like, hey, you know what? Whatever. Right? Got it. Okay. I got it. Right? I mean, it's like, I was so excited to see what you got going on. Then Netflix flies in. I don't know what they offered you. It had to be outrageous.
It was all right. It was okay. You know?
It had to be outrageous because you know why? All of a sudden you're in fucking Miami rolling 7 deep like P. Diddy in 1997. Okay? I mean, so it had to be nice, right?
It was all right. It was cool, you know?
It wasn't Chappelle, but it wasn't fucking Monique.
It wasn't close to Chappelle, I'll tell you that much.
But it definitely wasn't Monique, right?
No, I did a little better than Monique. Yeah.
I always felt bad. I was like, fucking Monique won an Oscar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she was at that pinnacle, like, I won an Oscar. Oh, who the fuck is this shit? Fucking, I apologize. This is outrageous. Are you shitting me? My fucking phone was just, no, forget it.
What do you mean you apologize? You take a phone call every single episode.
I take a phone call when it's Colin Quinn, when it's fucking Ari Shafir, when it's somebody that I can put on the thing. That was fucking Chris Chaney. I love Chris. God bless him. But, you know. Anyways, you know Gabby, right?
Hey.
Yes, of course.
What's up?
Hi.
You guys met each other before?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the studio.
At the studio.
Okay.
The good old days.
Okay. All right, the good old days. But yeah, dude, you all of a sudden you're in fucking Miami. I don't understand what's going on. What are you doing? Are you there? Are you taking over Miami? Are you done with New York? Is this it?
Well, number one, I'm a complete hypocrite. I think that's important to note.
Sure.
And so I took that Netflix money. I sold my fucking soul. And then I sold my soul, Bobby. And then I said that anybody that leaves New York is a piece of shit. They're not a real New Yorker. You know, they're not going to thug it out during the pandemic, and real New Yorkers would never leave, etc. And and this is literally what happened. I ate outside with my girlfriend, my fiance. We had and it was so cold, and there was like a gust of wind that went up my jacket. I had a North Face on and went up my jacket, and I felt it on my spine. And I literally texted everybody in the group, and I was like, "Guys, we're moving to Miami next week." And then we just said we gotta go to Miami. Yeah. So 100%.
So you got cold. And you fucking
you got cold once.
Outside. You know,
You got cold and you pussed out of all the fucking shit.
Pussed out, dude. You know what it is really? It's just like we were fucking lucky. We had, a couple bucks, and my girl is going to school, and she's going to business school right now, and everything was online anyway. So I was like, do you want to go to Florida? And luckily, all my friends' wives and girls that work with us, they're also online. So we could all move. And I was like, should we just go for the next few months until everything opens up in New York? And then we can get back to doing stand-up. So we literally just moved down here to do stand-up and then do the pods and then, live a normal life. And we were lucky enough to have a couple bucks to do it.
There's a problem is all the advice you gave out. There's some young fucking comic from Ohio stuck in New York because you said, stick it out. You'd be a fucking man. He's sitting there shitting his pants freezing right now with no money. No stage time. Trying to fucking get a podcast.
It sucks to be poor.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. You said that with 3 buttons unbuttoned and no socks. Wearing fucking clam diggers.
What a piece of shit.
You're wearing clam diggers and you just said that.
Oh, I'm Hippocrates, bro. Come on, man. Don't listen to what I say, Bobby. Bobby, don't listen to me.
Buddy.
Don't listen to me.
Wow.
Bobby.
Isn't that the fucking best part about being a comic? All you have to do is go, yeah, I'm a piece of shit. Yeah,
I'm a piece of shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is what I say to anybody. I'm like, wouldn't you have done it if you could? Like, wouldn't you have gone to Florida for 4 months if you could?
Listen, I think you're absolutely right. And people, I love when people give people shit for taking something. It's like, yeah, they took that. It's like, what do you want them to do? Or somebody who's not ready. Like somebody, they're not ready and they get SNL or they get a big tour because they had a TikTok video pop. I go, what did you want them to say to the people when they called them up and said, hey, you want to do a big tour around the country and make $1 million doing stand-up? Oh, I'm not ready yet. I'll do it in 5. What? No, yes, take it. Fucking do it.
Yeah. I guess, that's the way I looked at it. I didn't look at to be completely honest, I didn't look at Netflix like they gave it to me. Like I looked at we made them do it. Like they didn't have a choice is the way I looked at it.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. You're saying that you were going to do it without them and they were like, fuck, we're going to miss the boat on another successful thing. And fuck it. Here you go. Let's see. And they came to you and you're like, all right, let's collaborate. Right.
And they were cool. Like that's the thing about them. They were fucking cool about it. They literally let us do it by ourselves. We shot it in my studio in Brooklyn. Like Alex, the guy that you just saw setting up the Zoom, directed the special, right? My guy, Mark, it's on the podcast with me. It wrote the thing with me. Also, Robbie Slovic wrote it. And F.A. is another buddy.
Love Robbie.
Robbie's fucking so funny. He's great. And Mark is fucking brilliant, hilarious comic and great writer as well. And it's like, so we get to write it however we want to write it. And then we get to shoot it where we want to shoot it in the studio and with my fucking cameras and shit. So we're like, why would we not do this? 100%. And in retrospect, I'm just like, I killed myself on it, Bobby. We were so destroyed. I haven't done one since because I'm broken by that experience. I was taking drugs to stay awake. I was doing Adderall to stay awake. We were doing 120-hour weeks to get it done. It was the hardest thing I've ever worked on in my entire life. It was whatever they paid me has got to be 5 times more if I ever do something like that again. It was
brutal. No shit.
Brutal.
So you're not scheduled to do another one?
I just got to see. I don't even know if the world needs another one, to be honest, right now.
Here's why Netflix great. I understand. I think Netflix is awesome. I don't give a fuck. They're making comedy and making comics popular again. They're making comics rock stars, which I love. Okay. But what I missed is that not to say you don't make me sick because you're in my YouTube news feed. I mean, I don't know how you do it.
Trust the algorithm. I'm what you want. I'm what you need, Bobby.
Is that what dude? That scares the fuck out of me. Dude, because
we love the same things, man. Just trust the algorithm, Bobby.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, you are in my fucking stupid feed every day there's a Andrew Schulz thing coming up, and it fucking blows me. And I've never searched, hey, let me look at Andrew Schulz shit. You know what I mean? I'm not being an asshole.
No,
whatever.
You know me.
But
seen the act?
Huh?
I said, you know me. You've seen the act. You don't need to watch it on YouTube.
Dude, you're in fucking every day. I go to my YouTube because I don't watch TV anymore on the road. I watch, this chick Jody, something just fucking psycho fucking bitch murdered her boy, the guy who's dating.
Arias.
You remember
You
remember that girl?
Hottie. Yeah.
Dude, I watched all the interrogations, like hours. I fall asleep to this crazy shit to watch that chick fucking flip. What does that mean?
Because you're a lunatic. And you go to sleep to that. That puts you to sleep.
I'll tell you why it puts me to sleep, because it confirms my fucking my thoughts about that women are fucking nuts.
Sure.
And you guys are fucking crazy. Yeah. I mean, you're fucking nuts. Okay. It's just, that's why I watch it, because I love to see a woman go from a psycho who slices a guy's throat to, no, I would never. Jesus loves everybody. Fuck you. But I'm sitting there and you're coming up, and dude, here's what you do that I don't know how you do it, and I'm not going to replicate it. Don't worry. And yes, it bugs me that you don't have socks on. It's terrible. I don't care. You should have a sock, a small sock, a low cut sock.
No, those are gay.
Dude, I wear low cut socks. Okay.
And
they don't do this. No,
I wear. Then how does your feet not stink?
They stink, and that is what it is.
Well, all right.
Touche.
Well, there we go. We'll move on. There we go.
Absolutely.
I didn't know you're gonna be with a fucking Burt Reynolds answer. I thought you would have more like an Eddie Murphy answer. It would have been funny, but you just fucking laid it down.
The truth. Sure.
I went full cowboy.
You fucking went actor on me. That's good. Listen, fucking Matthew McConaughey. But you do this thing with your stand-up now, brother. I mean, it's all that you just smack, like fucking with people in the crowd comes up every day on my feed. Yeah. But how are you filming? What do you have? Like a 2-camera shoot? You hook it up into the board? Sure. Are you setting this shit up in the club? Is this a big thing where you guys have to go in, set the cameras up, your fans roll in, and you're going to sit down and do your jokes, but then have this time to let this shit happen while you're talking to people? Or is it just organic?
No. Like, so all this is kind of by accident, but kind of on purpose, right? Like Alex, the guy you saw earlier, he sets up the cams. We take 4 cameras on the road. And the whole idea was I have an hour of material. I can't give away the material because I got a tour and I have a deal for a special. So if I give that away, then I can't do it for the special. So what moments can I give away? Because giving away materials really helped my career. And, what moments can I give away so that the people can keep watching and people can keep coming out to shows? So, I can give away these moments where I'm kind of like talking to the crowd and like messing with the crowd. And then I put out that crowd work special, and then like shit just went crazy because people started coming to the shows because they were like, you and I know comedy, right? So we know that like a crowd work experience, can be magical, but it can also be easy. Like there's a whole gambit of things that it can be, right? So like, but to the crowd, something that happens in the moment is the most amazing thing they've ever seen in their life, right? So they're going, these people who are watching YouTube videos are going, the guy just makes it all up. He just makes the whole thing up, And I think that like, I remember even watching Patrice back in the day, and I knew he was doing bits because I was a comic, but the people in the audience almost didn't know. They're like, was he just making this shit up? Is this what's happening? Right. So like, I think what happened is, people would come out and like, I have a conversational style. So sometimes I'd be fucking with them. Sometimes I'd be kind of like doing bits, but people would have this kind of what they thought was a very unique comedic experience opposed to what they saw on late night and what they saw in stand-up specials where it's just like, hi, I'm a comedian and here's the quirky things that happen in my life. And when I kind of do the crowd work, I don't know, like if I'm not saying I'm unique or whatever, but like, I don't really like asking people like what they do. I'm more like ask like kind of who they are. And then this is another thing that was just lucky. When I started talking to them about like who they are, it would tap into these groups of people that weren't really, I don't know, like recognized on the internet as much. So like if I'm talking to someone from Croatia and then I have a funny joke about it, all of Croatia sees the joke. The whole community sees the joke. They pass it around to their friend. There's someone's talking about us. Finally, they understand us. So these tight-knit communities would pass it around. Like we didn't even realize it. We were just, you know, I'm curious about people, just like you. You're talking to someone in the crowd. You're like, oh, what's your whole situation? And then things just start to fucking blow up, and that's what we could give away. And then that's almost weirdly kind of like what people expect when they see me now. It's like, I don't know, it's just crazy. People
what I like
part of it.
I like about you when you're on stage, you're putting this stuff out, is that usually when people know they're being filmed, they're catering to the cancel culture while they're doing it. They're kind of editing themselves on the fly because this is going on YouTube. And one of the things you made me laugh because I'm watching you talking to this girl and you're like, this bitch. And I was just the fact that you know that's just like that's like 2003. You know what I mean? At the cellar, this bitch is fucking. Will you hear this bitch? What the fuck? And that's why I love stand up, because you can call somebody
a bitch.
You can say bitch. You can call some dude a fucking moron to his face, and he's laughing. You know what I mean?
Bro, yes, I 100% know what you mean. Like you get to say whatever the fuck you want. You get to actually like be yourself in that moment on stage. Like that part of yourself that doesn't filter at all, you know, like you get to say that to people and then they laugh and they kind of love it. And the crazy thing I realize is like, if you say all those things within a bit that they knew that you scripted, they're like, why would you think of these ideas and say them this way? If you're making a black joke to the black guy in the audience and he's laughing, you can't be mad at me. Some white person can't be upset at me because he thinks it's funny.
Yes. No, because well, look, man, the most racist people I know are my black comic friends. They've said the most fucked up shit I've ever heard to me about other races and about me. You know what I mean? It is a fucked up thing because I'm the same way as you, where you go on stage. What I used to do just jokes. And then I started doing just crowd work, and crowd work got so good that my jokes weren't as good.
Yep.
So the difference between my crowd work and my jokes was too much. And I try to go back into that joke and it sucked. And they were like, no, do more of that other shit. So I had to make my jokes as good as me dipping into the crowd. Right. Cause I like to dip in and use that as my, all right, bang, and then go wherever you take, whatever you say, I got something for it, and we'll go there. So you don't know what's happening on stage, right?
Yeah. And it's
magic. But it does get dangerous, man. And and you film that shit and you put it out there, and I like that you don't fuck with it. You let it live.
I don't know, like I'm 37, right? So I know you're gonna be like, oh, you're not old or whatever, but like
that's old as shit, dude.
All right, thank you. Okay. So like I came up like I was the generation under you guys, but I wasn't very close to the people in my generation. Does that make sense?
Like you didn't have a crew.
My crew wasn't really at the cellar. Like my crew was like Akash, and a few of them went out to Cali, and Blaustein and them all went out to Cali, et cetera. So like my idea was stand up and what it was still implanted in me from your generation, and it never shifted from doing like soft ass open mics in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Like I never got that influence at all. So, and I kind of resented it. Like I would tell a joke that I knew that they would like politically, and then they would laugh, and I'd tell one that they didn't like politically, and then they wouldn't. I was like, oh, you guys aren't even like real human beings. Like you're not even letting yourself laugh at what's funny. You're laughing at what you want people to think you are as a human. So I was like, fuck you, like you're horrible. So I remember I don't know, like there's something that was so like visceral to me, like interactions with the crowd, because you can't deny it. Like even the most woke person, when it happens in the moment, they can't deny the humor of it. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just thought it was special. Yeah. So in a way,
you can't
protect it.
It is a funny thing because even listen, even if you get offended, even if you get mad, right? But everybody's laughing kind of at you.
Yeah.
They have to know that this shit's funny. You know what I mean?
This shit happened the other night, dude. There might be some legs to stand on, but like Corona is fucking new. Like people know people who died of Corona and shit. And there's a person who they were like, I was like, is anybody pass away from Corona? And then they had known somebody who died of Corona, right? And then I asked if they were like fat, right? And then they were like,
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
So,
I'm out. I'm fat. Look, man, I gotta protect my fat people, man. I'm the chubbiest dude in comedy right now, so I'm just letting you know.
Title?
Well, fucking Panette's dead. Panette's dead, and Malfi May's dead. And Bert Kreischer somehow got into shape. So,
Murphy, bro. What about Gabriel?
Yeah, he lost weight too, brother. I'm sorry. He trimmed down. He got diabetes and trimmed down.
Fair enough.
His Hawaiian shirt buttons. I couldn't button this if you gave me $10,000 right now. But go ahead, tell me. You said this guy.
I just asked him. I was like, "Do you think they died because of Corona or because they couldn't taste food for 3 days?" And I thought it was like funny, like it was just like a little. Now, if that was like a scripted bit, maybe it's like offensive, but like in the moment, it's just funny. You and I can laugh at it. Obviously, we're comics, whatever, but like the crowd was able to laugh at it. They had family members who might have died, but they were able to laugh. So I still believe in funny, man. I still believe in funny, and like I know the funny that I came up watching, and that's the funny that I thought that when I watched you guys, man, and I'm not trying to kiss ass, but when I watched you guys and I thought you guys were being really authentic and I thought you were saying shit that was, even if it was wrong, the feeling was right. Like you could say a joke that was wrong. It was morally wrong, but we all felt it inside. We're like, oh, I kind of agree with that. And that was the comedy I always wanted to do. I wanted to do the shit was based on like the way I felt and mainly based on the wrong feelings I had.
Right. It's not, you're not writing jokes. You're expressing yourself.
Yeah. Those like, don't care. Don't get me wrong. I have a lot of admiration for the guys who can like blow jokes and they're fast, but like to me, it's kind of meaningless. Like it's like a comic book or something. It's just like, oh, it's
work. It's work.
It's math.
A job.
It's like math problems. Like that's what I got. It was math. I was doing math problems all day. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like,
right. You know what, dude? We're going to talk credit scores, dude. Did you know the average American has 97 points they can add to their credit score, and they have no idea how to get them? ScoreMaster is the new credit science that super boosts your credit score. Forget raising your credit score a few points. That's weak. The average ScoreMaster user raises their credit score 61 points in 20 days or less. 61 points. Say you use credit score. Say your credit score was in the high 500s to mid 600s when you bought that new car. If you had gone to ScoreMaster first and raised your credit score just the average 61 points our listeners get, right? You could have saved $9,000 on your car loan. What? If you own a business, you know how essential great credit is. From getting a loan to fundraising projects to financing equipment, go to CreditMaster first and see how super boosting your business credit score can save you a fortune. ScoreMaster puts you in control of your finances, not the banks. Enroll in minutes and see how many plus points ScoreMaster can add to your credit score. Visit scoremaster.com/YKWD. Scoremaster.com/YKWD. But you say something interesting, though. I tell Gabby this all the time, is that because she's in Brooklyn a lot. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you got to get out of those rooms. You got to get into bad rooms that when you walk up, they don't like you.
Right. Because
you need that. You need to be able to somehow turn that around. And your jokes will fucking make them go, I didn't like that. I didn't like when you're in a supportive environment and everybody's help. It's going to kill you because you're never going to be able to leave that. Right. And comedy is vicious.
It's so.
What's up,
dude,
Voss? You back? Look at Voss. He's back.
But it's so true. Like I know my litmus test for if I'm gonna bomb in a crowd, like it's if Janine Garofalo is doing well. And I remember multiple times like seeing Janine Garofalo like kill in a room and just going, I'm about to eat my fucking dick right now. Because there's no way what I'm gonna say and what she's saying like could have any similarity in terms of how the crowd reacts with, in terms of sense of humor. And but yeah, man, it's just I think I actually did so many bad rooms. I felt uncomfortable when the audience was good, and I actually kind of made them hate me, and then would have to try to win them over after that. Like I felt more comfortable with them not liking me at first.
Now you sit down when you do your show now, and you do a lot of improv with the crowd. Voss says he invented that. Is that true?
He's the king.
First of all, because I know I'm hopping in the middle.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you guys were giving Gabby tips. Why? But that's besides.
Fuck off.
Hey, maybe you don't want to do those Brooklyn rooms. Look at Gabby, do whatever you can. Believe me. It's not going to last long. It's not going to listen. You're going to be fucking working in a beauty parlor in 2 years. But anyhow.
Oh, cool.
All right,
Cool.
No, she's not.
Great.
No, she's not. I'll tell you right now, Gabby's gonna book a TV. Don't kid yourself. Gabby's gonna book a fucking sitcom. She's gonna win an Emmy, and she's gonna fucking walk by you in the streets. Is what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna take my Emmy and fucking right on your head.
There's an Emmy behind her already.
An Emmy right there, you piece of shit.
Yeah, good.
I mean, listen, you're absolutely right. Comedy never gonna pan out for her.
Maybe not for me. Fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's killing time. It really is.
No, first of all, I have those Emmys that you get at those souvenir stores in Los Angeles. Why didn't you just get the Oscar one? Why did you get the Emmy one? Fucking no! Look, I have a lot of faith in you, Abby. Along with the other,
it's
Gabby, not
name.
Abby.
Gabby,
it's not her name.
Oh,
Look at man, Voss, represent, would you? I mean, we got a young buck in here at the prime of his career, and you're fucking forgetting names like an old man, like Shecky Green. Get it together.
Listen, Tommy, relax. What I'm trying to say is, Gabby, you're doing the right thing. At least you're not going online and taking pictures half naked like all these fucking comics. I mean, you did a couple in a bathing suit that kind of grossed us out, but at least it's about comedy.
Sure.
And that's keep it at comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
you're in a fucking cut off shirt.
What's that?
He takes his shirt off more than any other comic. And he's shitting on other people.
First of all, okay, you're talking to Fly. My nickname is Fly.
Who? From who?
I wish it was Die. You know how mad I am that you're the one who didn't have the stroke?
You know.
Listen, boss, seriously though, I was talking about, because I see Andrew's stuff all the time. And I'll be honest with you, Drew, back when you first came to the cellar, I was like, whatever. And then I saw a switch. Something happened. I walked in one night. I told you this. Yeah. And I saw you did this joke. I don't know, it was about Jesus or something. I don't know. And I was like, oh, that is great. And your confidence met up with your fucking act. And I was like, wow, you got funny, dude. You got really fucking funny as a stand-up.
See, I like Andrew. Here's the difference between you and I. I am a big fan of Andrew's hanging. Like, I won't watch him do stand-up because I like him so much, and I don't want to ruin that. So, like, when we're sitting at it, like, I don't want to go down and he's, I'm like, oh, this dude was street fucking 10 minutes ago, and now, so,
Great, stop. I'll explain that to you. Andrew explained that to me because that fucked me up. Because if you sit down with Andrew if you sit down with Schultz at the table and he's and Jed Apatow's there, he's like a fucking aristocrat. But if fucking Tracy Morgan comes in, he's fucking, yo, what's up? But that's New York. You are not. You told me that's a Manhattan. You were brought up in Manhattan.
Yeah, I speak in a way that I think you're gonna understand. Yeah. So like,
yes.
If I grew up in the city, like if I'm speaking to people in the city, I'm going to use certain words that they understand, and because I want to communicate with you, and I want you to get what I'm trying to say. And if I learned how to speak Spanish. I speak Spanish with people who speak Spanish, right? So the same kind of things. There's certain words I might not use with you guys, and there's certain things that I might use with you guys I might not use with other people. But yeah, for sure, code switching is what you're saying, I guess, right?
Can you turn your? I can't stand. Get him out, Mush. Get him out. Get him out, Mush.
Yo, but Bobby.
Yes.
You know what's interesting though about sitting down on stage is I did that because you know how you were saying like your like crowd work got better than the jokes, and then you had to make the jokes better to like even it and shit. Like I started sitting down because I thought I might be too good at acting out the jokes and that the jokes weren't strong by themselves. Right. So I was like,
you tell me that I should sit down.
Oh, you stand?
I stand. I can't sit. I can't sit. I can't. I have to move around. There's something about. Yeah, dude. I like to go over to that side of that stage, and I like to look at them for a minute and talk to them, and then I kind of go over there, and then I don't know. I like it. I don't know. Something about if I sit. I'll be honest, sitting down, and it may be what you're saying, scares the shit out of me.
Interesting.
Because if I sit down, I don't know. If I sit down now, I used to be crazy. I used to be as crazy as Dane Cook back in the day. When I first moved to New York, I would sweat every single show I had. I would be dripping sweat. Me, Godfrey, Steve Byrne. I mean, but me, I would fucking, I'd be over here. I'd fuck a stool. I'd suck it. I'd suck the stool's dick. I'd fucking, I mean, dude, everything. And then I broke my fucking knee on that Torgasm show.
Remember that? Yeah.
And I had to, I remember I was the first night on stage, and it goes to what you're saying. I had to go out in crutches, and I had to stand still.
Yeah.
And a lot of my jokes I couldn't do.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. I had to switch my whole act up and do other jokes and figure it out because I couldn't run I couldn't fucking run around and put my leg up and shit. So yeah, that's interesting. That's a fucking interesting.
Here's the thing about sitting.
Ross does it because he's 63. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. One more year, I'll be your waistline.
Thank you. This is You Know What Dude podcast. Robert Kelly. Thanks for watching. This is our last episode. Holy shit, that hurt. My therapist told me today to go to OA meetings. Dude, I got caught eating chips. I got caught eating chips in the dark a couple weeks ago.
Here's the thing about when you sit down. I don't know about for me, when you sit down, you're more creative because you're more relaxed.
Yeah.
And 1, 2, you're bringing the people into you. Like there's 100%. If I'm following, like say a Dane Cook, an energetic act, I'm not going to follow that energy. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to bring them to me. And I guarantee they're more focused on you if you're that type of act,
Yeah.
So listen, but anyhow, the best fucking time sitting at the cellar, one in the top 5 was when Andrew and Michelle Wolf were having this fucking battle.
What?
It wasn't a battle. That was a massacre. Let's be honest.
Okay. But Andrew was eating his Caesar salad so calmly, and she was losing her fucking mind. And like a fucking idiot, I didn't record. If I would have recorded this, I could have sold it as my 7th album.
right, wait a minute, back up.
How did it start? Saying? What was I saying, boss?
How did it start?
I don't know how it started. He was going eating his salad, and he was going, listen, you're an improv comic. I do theaters. You know, he was saying that
to Michelle.
Yeah, he was saying, look, you do improvs or Stress Factory. Good for you. He was doing stuff like do your period humor. Then she was coming back, calling him Mr. YouTube. And she had a couple drinks. I love Michelle because she'll fight to the end. She's
a fighter.
And
he's a fighter.
And he just kept eating so calmly.
It was a good salad.
You think Michelle Wolf is red now? First of all. Her in those pictures with Chappelle and all those black comics thinking she's the new Patty Hearst is what's really getting on my fucking nerves. She thinks she's like the new at the compound in Ohio, you know. But it was a good. It was a lot.
I was there. I mean, I remember you came on YKWD and you and Lisa Traeger.
Oh God,
went at it. Remember she
that
literally
was wild.
But here's the thing: is I didn't know that.
But we've gone at it a few times before. She's the only person in comedy that I can say I don't like.
But you guys, but you weren't mean to her that night. You didn't.
No. Lisa's funny. I can separate it. Like there are people who I just don't like, but they could be funny. But like, yeah, I just don't like her. She's just annoying.
I didn't know you guys didn't like each other, and we were doing the podcast, and we were doing it in the studio. So I had 2 or 3 people on, sometimes 5, right? So we had him, and Traeger just went, what'd she say? He is my least favorite person on the planet.
Yeah,
I hate him. But here's the thing: is Schulz smiled. Like if you said that about me, I'd be like, "Go fuck your mother." Schulz is like,
it's Lisa Trigger.
What?
I love Lisa too.
Yeah, I don't love her, but like, who cares what she thinks?
Yeah, didn't she start with Chris Rock when he was on stage one night? Didn't she start with him, Lisa? She went after him.
It's not Lisa. Lisa's my sister. Lisa.
Whatever the fuck. Who cares?
Well, I'm sick of fucking helping you through this fucking podcast like my old uncle.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, yeah, she's just annoying. So when people are annoying to me, I don't care. Like, I like if you're annoying to me, I'm just gonna tell you you're annoying. If you're saying stupid shit, I'm just gonna say you're gonna say stupid shit. Like, I'm not trying to like gain any points in the industry. Like, I don't care if you have a fucking deal somewhere or some shit like that. Like, everybody's all cautious because they think they're gonna be a writer on everybody's show. And I'm just like, if you're funny and cool, like I just love Voss and I love you and you guys are funny and cool and you guys, I'll sit back at that table and you guys will just rip me apart for hours and I'll just have the time of my fucking life and it'll be great. And I get back and I'm just busting fucking Michelle's balls or Lisa's balls about something. And then the whole thing turns into this like emotional fucking drama. And I'm like, are we at the cellar or we're not the cellar? Like, did we all grow up watching the same people or we didn't? Like, why are we so cautious with each other? I don't understand it.
I was smashing this comic. I don't know his name. He's light skinned. He was on Guy Code or whatever. And I smashed him. I said one joke, and he looks at me and goes, "What's that about?" I go, "What? What's that about?" Shut your mouth. It's about fucking, these thin skin.
It's over though. Listen, guys.
Over.
It's not over.
Listen, the cellar's over. The table's done. Listen, if you go to this table now, right?
The table,
unless Voss, me, Colin, and Keith, or Andrew, or fucking Shane or Soda, unless that regiment's there. But if it's mostly the new cast, it's not happening.
We still smash each other. Like all me and my comic friends fucking roast each other all day long.
Yeah, but nobody cares. What I'm saying is,
great. I'll log off.
No, it's fun comedy. That's why you do comedy. No one. Right. I was in there the other night, and everybody I looked at, I had something to say. Fucking Matron, what's his name? Matron with the fucking fan. And he looked like he was dressed like Judy Garland after he was stung by a hornet's nest. He was wearing sequins. How can you not go after that?
Yeah. That's the thing I don't get. Like, we're seeing weird shit, and then like when I point it out, I'm the asshole. Like when Chappelle gave everybody a chain with his name on it, and I'm like,
what?
I literally, like, are you gonna wear a living man's name on your neck? Like,
A living man.
What the fuck is wrong with you? What kind of self-respecting human being is going to wear a living man's chain around their neck? And I understand everybody wants to go to the fucking farm and do the comedy or whatever, right? So you put the chain around your neck. But like, this is not some fucking documentary about some crazy like Indian Sherpa on Netflix. Okay, this is a comedian friend.
Listen, I have a Sufi necklace that I wear that I keep on my chest.
I would wear the Dave necklace if I was hanging from a rafter. Okay.
Dude.
I couldn't believe it. And I said it once on like Brilliant Idiots. And then like, I guess Donnell got all upset about it. And I'm like, Donnell, we're comedians. Like, bro, you got a man's name on your neck that's alive. That's alive. Like, there's like one guy in history you could wear on your neck. Jesus is the only guy, and then that's totally okay. Everybody else, what do you put him on your neck for?
Yeah, I heard you say that. You go, but when Jesus was alive, nobody had Jesus on their neck.
Yeah, he would never say that, right? Like, he would never go, you should put me on your neck. That even Jesus would be against too much.
I wear every once in a while my Godfrey necklace, but only because.
Dude, I stopped drinking Sprite the second Godfrey was in that commercial. Okay. Okay.
Dude, I remember when we got Tourgasm, right? We did the whole thing, HBO. We had to go shoot the final scene of the last episode where we fly in on helicopter. I mean, to 3,000 people at a racetrack. We're all in jumpsuits. We land on. We're gonna be presented with something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, HBO,
yeah,
fucking Dane, helicopter, 3,000. We get out. We're walking through the crowd, fucking hot. People are going nuts. We sit up front, like it's amazing. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna get a fucking like a mini bike or a scooter or with fucking. We got presented with Tourgasm die-cast metal necklaces. That were supposed to wear like an award. Like that was my award. I was so fucking angry. I'm like a Rolex, a fucking Rolex. I take a Tudor. I take Rolex's sister company. I'll take a Tudor.
Tudor, you stupid fuck.
As soon as they said, don't ruin it. You did it. You got it. Don't fucking get greedy.
Yeah. No, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yeah. Like, I don't know. And I'm curious, like, what your guys' generation thinks of it, because I don't know. Like, are you a little sad? Are you like, did we not pass this down enough? Like,
no, dude, people, dude, first of all, I'm going to say this. The smashings we give each other hurt. I'm going to be honest. I'm be honest. I've left the cellar and went back to my wife and went, I don't know what, I don't feel good.
What's the worst? What's the worst?
The worst, I had two of them. The one in Amsterdam, I'm not lying. I almost teared up.
Why?
I'm not kidding.
It's the best one.
Because
hold on. Anybody watching right now, just look at Voss in my face as you're about to tell the worst emotional story of your life.
I literally had to hold back tears. Like I was gonna cry. Like shit from my childhood came up. Like it was Patrice and Keith. And we were,
that's hard. That's hard to be caught in those crosshairs.
we were in Amsterdam for the first time, and they put us in this artist fucked up hotel downtown, and they complained because it was like 4 metal bunk beds with a folding table with a window this big that opened up into an alley. And when we opened the window, guys would look in thinking we were prostitutes, like you get your dick sucked in this hole, right? So they were like, fuck this, that. And I was like, hey, I'm fine here. Cause I was trying to ass kiss, just, hey, I'm good. I'm not in any trouble. You know what I mean? And they called me out of me, you little fucking pussy. You trying to come back to Amsterdam, you fucking pussy. You trying to kiss up to this asshole? The guy hated us too. And he lied. He was telling them that, the hotel's an hour out of town and the other one, the only one, it was 20 minutes out of town. It was this amazing, beautiful house with a piano, 3 floors, a pond with swans in the backyard. It was insane. I was in a prison cell by myself, right? So I had gone out. And remember when polyester shirts were in? You know what I mean? Like black. Okay. Trust me, shut up. Fuck. All right, Schultz. You were fucking 10. Relax.
Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm starting to be on their side.
So I bought black polyester pants and black because we were at a theater.
I
got slip-on.
Wait.
I got slip-on.
Guido.
Right, exactly.
In 3rd grade, Schultz had a mailing list.
So I bought a black polyester shirt, and then I bought black polyester pants. It was black on black. And I bought shoes, and I got a nice belt. And when I went to put it on, they were on their way to come get me for this gig. I didn't realize that the pants were bell bottoms. I must have bought fat girl pants. I don't know what I did, right? So I had no choice. So I had nobody to bounce it off of. So I just went outside. So it looked like I was wearing an evening gown. So I was because it came to the right. So I went outside and I was smoking a cigarette, waiting for the van to pull up with them in it, and the windows were all rolled up, and I saw. This is what I saw them pulling up, and I saw them with their face up to the window, and Patrice went, and what is wearing that fucking evening gown? And then I got into the car, and they smashed me so bad. The guy driving who didn't like us had to pull the car over. He was laughing so bad. He had to pull the van over.
English.
I was just in the window. Like looking out the window, and I swear to God, I had to hold back tears because they were so mean. They were like, they were like, Bobby turned tricks last night. Bobby was a fucking Amsterdam hole last night, sucking dick to that window. It was bad, dude. And then I had to go on stage with it, which was worse because I had to perform in the dress. Oh, God. Yeah, it was a bad night. It was a bad fucking night.
Oh God, I love it.
Yeah.
What's the second one?
The second one was in Amsterdam. There's been so many, dude. I mean, I went down to the cellar one night with sweatpants with a baby blue stripe down the side, and they called me a security guard. I mean, I threw the pants out when I got home. I mean, there's been a lot of nights at the cellar where it just hurt. And here's the thing: is when they knew they got you on the ropes.
Oh yeah.
Like you'd think it was over, you come back up with your little salad. Hey, Esty, how you doing? And they'd be staring at you.
What do you call it?
And then you see them just waiting because they got them. They're just waiting. And then you'd see Keith whisper to Patrice, and then Patrice would say something. He'd be like, yo, it was bad. It was bad, man.
Fucking Bobby and Keith.
The second one was it's still online. It's Open Anthony. It was, I believe, Voss me, Norton, and Patrice, and Anthony, and it just was. They call it the spinning wheel of death episode. We went from me to Voss. You remember that, Voss? You, and we were smashing you. Then we were smashing me. Then we were smashing Patrice. Then we turned on Norton. Then we actually turned on Opie. We were fucking smashing Opie, and Opie did not like it, man. Opie was like, "Oh no, dude." We would say like Opie get into a fucking car accident and be in a wheelchair, and he'd still come in here.
We beat up Opie. We beat up Opie so bad when he went body surfing and almost got crippled.
That was it.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, he almost died, and we were just smashing him.
We were in Opie and Anthony. I don't know who was there, but Anthony said when he was a kid, his father took a shower with him to teach him how to take a shower, how to bathe, and our eyes lit up. He said he took a shower with his dad. All you saw were sharks that blood. We fucking beat Anthony down for a fucking hour.
Yeah, dude. I used to pray to God.
Have you ever been telling a story or like starting something, and then the comics around you are paying too close attention?
Oh yeah.
Like that's how I know I'm gonna get it, when it seems like you care what I'm saying. Because usually they're like, what's the next thing I can say? What's going on? Where's my phone? But when everybody's at attention, I'm like, oh no, it's about to happen. It's about to hurt. It's about to
hurt. Bobby, I was working. We were sitting at the cellar. I had to go over to the underground. So Bobby and Keith go, oh, we're gonna come over and watch you bomb. So already it's fucking. So what's her name's on stage? Nikki Glaser, who's very funny, but is I mean, if she talked more about her pussy, and she's killing. So I went on and I had a couple. I got laughed.
But it's all her crowd. It's all young girls.
Yeah, and they love
all tables of young 20-year-old something girls who are fucking like punching each other. How fucking, I mean, she's murdering. And Voss is going up next. And me and Keith, we fucking ran.
Well, wait.
We ran to the Village Underground. We were so excited. This was before the stroke. We were so excited. You don't understand how excited we were. And Liz, the manager, was excited. She knew it was about to fucking happen.
Well, I go on stage. First couple of jokes worked. So I go, look at that, 3 for 3. But then I didn't see Bobby and Keith go to the back corners of each side of the room. And after every joke, because I was a little, they would groan, go, oh.
We would just be like, oh, no. This crowd turned on this old man on stage sitting down being, at one point, I remember the girl looked at Liz and went, why is he doing this?
It was the crowd that liked me, just hearing those guys groaning in the back, thought they were just other audience members that were offended. And they all turned so quick, and all you saw was Liz and Mike fucking Yard cracking up in the back. These two fucking, these are the funniest times in comedy.
Yeah.
Listen, we gotta do it. We wrap this up. I do an extra little thing for my Patreon people right now. Okay. So we've been an hour. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna do an extra 10 minutes if you can hang around, Schultz.
Of course.
And I want to talk to you about what the fuck is what you're doing down there, what's your plans down there,
sure.
And how you gonna take over the fucking planet. And we already established you're a hypocrite, so don't listen to anything that you say, because you will switch it up at any moment if it suits you or it's a good career move. So that's good. I'm glad you're.
Wait, you moved to Miami?
Except you won't wear a necklace with an RK on it, or you know what, dude? If I give you, dude?
I actually want to get a Robert Kelly necklace made in the same way, so I can start wearing it around the cellar.
We should do that.
I want
get you
to.
I'll fucking wear it too.
I think we all need to get Robert Kelly necklaces in the same thing and just wear them around and see if anybody says anything. See if we've gone completely soft.
Yeah, all right, good. I'll get. I bet you
That's
nobody.
Gone completely soft.
I get you. People are like, oh, that's cool. I like that. That looks good on you. I guarantee it. So we're gonna be talking about that. And Schulz, what do you got going on? You just down there doing shows?
We moved down here for 4 months. We're coming back in June. So we basically got the studio down here, and then we're doing the pods out of here, and started doing stand-up again, and that's been great to get back on stage, because they say it's like socially distanced or whatever down here, but it's not at all. Like, it's normal shows, actually. So,
And Voss, what do you got going on? Where's your shows coming up?
This weekend I'm at Tiff's in Morris Plains, and next Wednesday I'll be at Helium. Listen, if I don't have to get on a plane, I'll do a show in your fucking shed. Next Wednesday I'll be at Helium. All
Dude,
right.
if I give you 500, will you do that?
Yeah, I'll do it. 500. I'll do a show in your shed. Yeah, why not?
All right, I'm gonna do that.
I'm mentally retired, just not financially retired.
Gabby, what do you got besides
You're mentally something else.
Apparently, no buttons on your shirt. I mean, I know you think
I
shirts is
know.
sexy.
Gabby, have you been tanning?
I look tan, right? I
Not
was in.
at all.
Fuck.
You look
This is
like
me
a
tan.
salad. Where were you?
I went to Miami for a second.
Ross, do you understand how a fucking show works? I'm trying to wrap up this segment and go into the other segment, and you're fucking going on like you're the host. Let her give her dates, and then we're gonna go on the extra 10 for the Patreon people, okay? And then you can ask her about her fucking tanning shit.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Back because he called him retarded.
My wife hates me. If you want to hear it on the same network,
My wife hate me. Let me tell you something. I'm going to say this. It's the fucking best podcast in the world. Right now, Andrew's getting a text from his agent. Get off the show. Listen,
It's hurting.
it's my favorite podcast. One of my favorites. You got to check it out. Gabby, what do you got?
Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Gabby's Brian. I'm doing outdoor shows and indoor shows in New York. I'm at the Stand on the 19th of April, and then sign up for my newsletter in the link in my bio.
Yeah,
and I have a
everybody loves
podcast called Unabashed Podcast.
Everybody loves a newsletter. That's the new thing.
Say it every podcast. Why don't you?
Well, it gets people to fucking want to see it because they hate me and they like you. So there you go. Mush, what do you got, Suarez?
Follow me at Mike V. Suarez. I'll be
pre-diabetes.
That's regular now. And then I'll be with Rich next Wednesday in Philadelphia, and I'll be doing a Top Chef recap show for the Portland season.
Nice. All right, there you go. All right, all you fuckers watching this, thanks for watching, and make sure you check out all the people on here. I mean, Andrew is, you know who he is, Voss, Gabby, Mush, me. You know what, dude? We're going to the extra 10, which is whatever it is on the Patreon only. Become a member, patreon.com/Robert Kelly. Join that shit. Pick a level. I don't give a shit. If you're watching me here, join me there. Don't be an ass. We got, a bunch of people on YouTube, and we don't, get the fuck over on Patreon right now. And there you go. Patreon.com/Robert Kelly, and subscribe, review, do all that shit. I know fucking Andrew's telling me that's not the way you do it. You got to be nice to these people.
I thought that was the way. I'm just
all right. Thank you very much. Give me 1 sec, Drew.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wrap this up.
Hey, Andrew, I can't wait till we hang out.
Real quick, anybody with $10, I want you guys to read and do something fucking exciting.
Okay.
I'm going to read the other ones. Ready? Danny O'Brien, thank you. Anthony Thomas, you're the shit. Steve Reedy, what the fuck? Go ahead. That's you.
Ben Langstaff? Ugh.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
What is it?
Leslie Vios.
Leslie Vios. Thank you.
Good.
Thank God you guys aren't. No, I like Voss's better.
Okay. Whatever Voss
tell
says,
you both
I'm gonna
hate
do the opposite. Okay. Let's do it, Voss.
Rehab Stalker, thank you. James 3653. What's up? Andy, you motherfucker. Go.
Kristen McConaughey.
Okay, keep going.
That's it.
That's it. Oh.
That's it.
Yeah, what
What the fuck?
What the
What
fuck,
an old
Drew?
Jew.
You cocksucker. All right, Andrew Schulz.
I'll
Love
see you
too,
guys,
buddy.
everyone.
I'll see you soon, man.
All right.
Bossy.
So long.
Bye, guys.
I'll
See you later. Take care. Gabby,
Screen.
make sure you check out Gabby and all the stuff. Mike V. Schwartz and all he's doing. He's going to be with Voss next weekend. I'm all over the fucking
Wednesday.
place. What's that?
Next Wednesday at Helium, not next weekend.
Next Wednesday at Helium. Go to robertkellylive.com. I'm all over the place. Chicago last week, sold out shows. You guys I had a great week at the Rock Club, the theater, a Laugh Factory. I did a couple rehabs. Fucking amazing shows. Thanks for coming out. comicwearables.com. You get my merch. We're going to get that necklace up there soon. The arcade dude necklace for you guys to wear. Go get your YKWD wearables at comicswearable.com. Subscribe, review, like, thumbs up. If you thumbs down, I hope you fucking hit a tree in your car. God bless you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks to Ladybugs and all the fans. We'll see you guys next week on You Know What, Dude podcast. Take care. What's up, dude? You doing Pancake Sunday? Well, don't use crappy, generic, Cisco horseshit syrup. You want to use the best Bear Mountain Maple, made right in New Hampshire, family owned, made the right way. Check them out. The best syrup on the planet, Bear Mountain Maple syrup. They have so many different kinds, bourbon barrel. They have, I think they have cinnamon, but the regular is my favorite. Comes in a nice little bucket. Make sure you go right now. Check them out. Bear Mountain Maple, the only syrup you should have on Pancake Sunday, dude.
You've been listening to the YKWD podcast. Thanks for listening. Now go back to your shitty jobs.